Right. So I'm live. So I should be live on YouTube as well. I'm super excited for this, you guys. So I'm going to be jumping between YouTube and TikTok. So part two, how to achieve success. Because we have to refresh and we have to really reconnect with the word achieve. What does achieve means, right? Because some people say, well, Lio, I don't need to achieve anything. I'm already peaceful. I'm already fine. Achieving is a word that doesn't resonate with me much. So I want you to change. If you have a negative connotation related to achievement or to the word achieve, I want to offer you a perspective. Actually, achieving is just setting a goal and reaching that goal, whatever that goal is. It can be in business, but it also can be in a relationship. It also be a goal in charity. It also can be a goal in giving, a goal in being the best parent, a goal in being the best community member, a goal or being the best part of your church. So achieving does not only necessarily is really constrained to only business, only money, only something that some people might perceive negative. So this workshop will serve you for anything that you want to achieve, even if you're looking to achieve inner peace. It is also the road there. So achievement or achieving is nothing but the road between where you are right now and where you want to be. Because that's how we are. We're all going about. So unless we have a direction of where we're going, a sense of progress, a sense that every day I'm getting better, every day I'm getting there what I want, what we feel is we feel lost. And that's where people start feeling more and more unhappy, less and less focused, less and less desirable, less and less clear on what they want. So when we have a sense of progress, tell me this, any day you're learning a language, you're learning one more word, two words, three words, you get the sense of achievement. And that's what achievement means. You are on the right track. I'm not staying the same. I'm becoming better every day. I'm using my potential. That's what achieving really, really is. It can be anything that you desire in this life. So, in the first workshop, we talked about what is the framework, what is it that we need in order for my life is the same. I cannot escape my job. I want to open my business, whatever that is. Lio, how can I change? How can I change? So, the answer is always within. But then give me a framework. How do I practically change within? So, what I spoke about in part two, and I invite you to please go and watch the part two of this training, is that when we talk about change, what needs to change? What do I change? Do I change my body? Do I change my mind? What do I change? What really needs to change is your mindset. And what is this mindset? Mindset is like a software that we humans run on. We each have I'm running on my mindset, you running on your mindset. Just like an iPhone runs on Apple software and Android runs on Android software, right? So mindset is that program that we run. So what is this program that we're running on? So this program is made out of your beliefs, out of your identity, out of your values, out of your habits, and out of your actions. So this is a framework basically. And as I said, on your phone, you receive updates now and again. You don't even want those updates. But the companies, the iPhone, the mobile companies, they send these updates to your phones and it updates the software of your phones, which is great. It improves the speed of the phone. It improves the quality of the pictures I take. It improves the processing power. It's amazing. Now, mindset is the same thing, is the software that we're running, just like the phones. But my question is, how often do we actually stop to upgrade our own update, our own software, which is the mindset? How often do we actually stop to really, 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 really upgrade our software? We really, really, really don't, right? We really don't. So, in order for us to change our lives, we have to change the following things. And this is a framework. This is an easy thing to change. So in part two of this workshop, we talked about changing, how to change our beliefs about ourselves and about the world. Meaning, Do you believe about yourself? When you think about yourself, is this something empowering or positive, or negative and putting yourself down? Do you believe that you're good enough? Do you believe that you deserve love? Do you believe that you deserve success? Do you believe that you're worthy? Or do you believe that you're worthless? Do you believe that you're not good enough? Do you believe that it's too late for you? Do you believe that you will never succeed? What is it that you believe? So that's number one. You have to change the belief about yourself. Number two, the belief about the world. What is the world? Is the world come? Is the only purpose of the world to come after me? Or the world is a abundant place, the world is a place where I have opportunities? What is it that you believe about the world? And by the way, especially in these conditions today, after COVID, a war start breaking out, which is insane. It is very hard to hang on to those beliefs about the world, that the world is a positive place, is a welcoming place, is a warm place, is a supportive place. All right, so here is the struggle, that even though the situation is as is, we really have to switch from the scarcity, from the fear mindset, and really reinforce that belief that the universe, the world is a abundant, powerful, welcoming, warm, supportive place. Because when we switch these core beliefs, the rest follows. So next, we have to change our identity. What do I mean by that? If I continuously say that I'm a lazy person, I am a chiller, I like to chill, right? I am not smart enough. If I always say I'm so clumsy, I'm never careful, I never finish anything, I'm so stressed out all the time, guess what's going to happen? Because this is what you continuously reinforce about yourself, that's what you're going to manifest in your life forever. So that's where the power of identity comes in. We switch that identity from I'm not good enough, I'm lazy, I'm this too. I'm a person who figures things out. I'm a learner. I am an active person. And that's how you bring about change. And all these things, guys, I'm giving you a quick introduction, but these are all discussed in wide detail in part one of this workshop. So what is it? So we touched upon beliefs deeply. We went deep on beliefs. We went deep in identity, and we went deep in values. So what if I've changed my beliefs? What if I've changed my identity? What I say about myself, I'm working on changing that. What if I'm clear on my values? What is next? So once you are clear on your values, and values means what? What is important to you at this time for yourself? What is it that is important to you at this time? What is it that pushes you to wake up in the morning? And when I hear money, when I hear business, this is the biggest lie that you can tell yourself forever. It is absolutely impossible to have only money as goal. And it's absolutely impossible. How can I achieve my goals? Nermeso says, you can achieve your goals by being clear on your values and clear on your why. So once you get clear on your values, what's important to you, you can use those values to help yourself take good decisions and set healthy boundaries. Now, the next step, you need to connect to the strong why. And what do I mean by that? Many people think that they're motivated by money. Hell, at the end of the day, we all work, we all spend most of our days on working on building financial success. And money is very, very important. But what's important to know is that the money will never help you pull through and get yourself motivated. It's impossible. Money should never be the goal in itself. Money is a means goals. So I want money. Why? Because I want to travel the world with my family, because I want to secure my kids' future and I see their faces happy every single day. I want to have a lot of money because I want to feel safe and secure and I never want to be afraid anymore. I want to have a lot of money because I want to build a church and I want to build a mosque and I want to contribute to my community so more children and more people have access to connection to community. Next, very important things after value. Very important thing is getting clear on your why. Why is it that you wake up in the morning? And if you tell me money, think again. And if you're telling me, Leo, help me get more money, I'm the wrong coach for you. I will help you get clear on your why, reconnect, reignite, get yourself excited about life, get yourself excited about doing the hard things, opening up, being okay with making mistakes, being okay in forgiving yourself, being okay into transforming your life. This is something that I can help you with, but I'm not going to help anyone whose sole goal is to make more money, because money, it's the road to where we're going. Yes, money is important, when money is a side effect. When you get clear on your values, on your identity, when you get clear on that which is important to you in life. So, what is your why? What wakes you up in the morning? What wakes you up in the morning? What motivates you? What wakes you up in the morning in a positive way? And I don't mean fear based. A why can never be fear based. And if your why is I wake up in the morning because I don't want my kids to starve, because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose my job and we'll have to leave this country, whatever. That is not a why. That is your fears pretending to be your why. So your why has to be inspiring for you, whatever that means to you. And usually your biggest why is deeply personal. And it can be as simple as, I want to ensure the future of my children. I want my children to have choices. I don't want my children to lack anything in life. I want them to be abundant. I want them to be safe. I want them to be successful. I want my community to flourish. I want to provide to more people. I want to help more people, right? So those things are very important in determining your why, right? And that's why companies and businesses fail to retain employees when they only think that people are motivated by money. That's the biggest mistake, because the way you're going to succeed in your life is when you get super clear on what is it that you want to pursue for the rest of your life. Pick a cause that is greater than you, outside of yourself. Pick a cause that is not money. That money can be created in the way. Yes, of course, money is going to be created in the way, but that's not the end result. That's not what you're looking for. And this is how you can achieve anything. Because when I set a greater why, when my children's happiness is at stake, guess what? It doesn't matter how hard my life can get. I will wake up in that morning like nobody's business and feeling grateful for the universe because it provides me another chance at contributing to what is important to me. So the step 4 in achieving everything you want, get clear, crystal clear on your why. So once you're clear on your beliefs, once you're clear on your values, once you're clear on your identity, once you're clear on your why, the next step is the most important step. And this is the magic mechanism that will maintain your growth, your momentum, your action taking for a really long time. And tapping into the power of this one tool is going to transform your willpower, right? Because many people say, no, I have to force myself to go to the gym. I have to force myself to start my business and work 12 hours a day. I have to force. I'm going to use the willpower. Good luck. Willpower will only bring you this close. So willpower is never a good fuel for you to use in order for you go long term. Make that change long term. Make that transformation stick. Many people start a diet. Many people start an exercising routine. Many people start a business. What's happening 3 weeks later? What's happening 4 weeks later? What's happening 5 weeks later? They give up. Why? Because they use the wrong fuel. And the wrong fuel is the willpower. Willpower is there to kickstart you the first day or the second day. But what's going to backing up? So willpower is basically the door, but what's going to hold you and take you for years and years ahead to maintain these healthy habits, these success patterns, this focus is habits. the power of habits. And I'm sure you've heard it time and time and time again, but I really want to deconstruct habits today because I think habits are deeply misunderstood. Because when we talk habits, people generally think about the negative habits. They think about smoking, they think about self-destructing habits, like procrastinating, like watching TV and stuff like that, right? So people talk about habits in the negative way, and that's the biggest mistake, because habits is the very vehicle that will carry through your transformation on a long period of time. And what is habits? Habits is something that you do on regular basis, as simple as that. Do I wake up and take a cold shower, or do I wake up and grab my phone and allow myself half an hour of my life to be sucked into social media? Right there is a habit. Habit is sitting at the table and being conscious what's in my plate, or sitting at the table holding my mobile phone in front of me and just indulging in whatever is in front of me without controlling the amount, without controlling the quality. That's an eating habit. Habit, the power of habit is you going to bed and choosing to pick a book that will help you, that will empower you, or a religious book or something that brings you inner peace. Or again, choosing to take your phone and scroll until the next thing you know is 3 a.m. That's a habit. So the power of habit is helping yourself truly and deeply take those changes and bringing them to your subconscious. What is a habit? A habit is starting a new behavior with the goal of transforming into an automatic behavior, so then you don't have to consciously think about it. So it becomes your second nature. Let me give you an example. So many people say, well, Leo, you don't understand, I'm lazy. And this is who I am. And I completely disagree with anybody who says that. It's the most crazy thing to say about yourself. What you have a habit of ignoring your exercise. You have a habit of sitting on the couch. You have a habit of watching TV. And once that habit shifts from sitting on the couch to into a habit of exercising every day for 20 minutes and pushing, pushing, pushing until it becomes your subconscious, then this new habit will become who you are. So you see, identity and habits are very much interconnected, right? If I decide that from now on I am an active person, then I create these habits that will maintain my new transformation. So there's endless amount of books written on the power of habit, how to create it, what is important, and so on and so forth. I won't stay here because there are much, much bigger experts on the power of habit and how to create new habits than myself. But what is important to know is that what you want after you've changed your belief, after you've changed your identity, you've done all this work, let's say for a week, 2, 3, 5 weeks, values, you've got clarity on your values, you got clear on your why. What's going to reinforce that? What is going to reinforce that is the power of habit. Changing your behavior and continuously doing that, what you want, right? So the power of habit. Now, you might say, but Leo, I don't know how to exercise. I don't know how to, I don't know how to do business. I don't know how to, let's say, write. If it's a book that I want to write, how can I create a habit? But because I'm not good at this new thing that I'm trying to bring into my life. So that's where skills come in, okay? Because I don't care how bad you are at what is it that you're trying to do in your life. What is it? Do you want to become a speaker? Do you need more confidence to speak in front of people? Are you becoming a leader and you need leadership skills? I don't care if you have zero leadership skills. I don't care if you have zero speaking skills. What you need to recognize is, what habit do I need to create? I need to create the habit of being comfortable in speaking in public. And for that, I need to improve my skill of speaking, right? So when we shift that perspective from saying, but I don't know how to do this. I've never been good at this. Why should I even try? I don't even want to know how to try. I'm giving up. Who can relate to this? Who can relate to this? How your mind will skillfully talk you out of anything that you want in life by telling you all kinds of crazy stories of how you're limited. And what we're doing simply here, we're breaking that life, this deceitful, lying communication from your brain to yourself. And I'm showing you how this is all a lie. Because if you are a lazy person, you have to change the habit. If you want to change the habit, but you don't know how to start that new thing that you're doing, identify the skill that you need to improve and work on that. Because when people say, well, Leo, I need more confidence to achieve what I want. Yeah, right. But what does confidence even mean? Stop using these generic terms. I need to be more positive and I need confidence. Great. Where are you going to start? How are you going to break it down? So because confidence and positivity are so generic, there's no, how do I go about even becoming confident? It's the biggest mistake that motivational videos are doing right now, and I hate it because what they do, they give them practical advice to people. Become more confident. How? Where? When? But when we break it down, in order for you to become more confident, you need to tap in the power of habits. And when you identify the new habit you want to create, identify the skill that supports this habit. Now it's very clear. When I explain this framework to people, I see light bulbs going everywhere. Is that making sense for you or what? There's light bulbs going everywhere because all of a sudden people say, wow, I know what I need to do and I know how to start. The most difficult thing is how to start. I agree with you, but that's where you use the power of, let me remember that word, the power of pushing yourself, right? Remember, we said that pushing yourself is great, but that's short term, 2-3 days. The discipline, the pushing. That is a short term, very good resource. That's a very short term resource that you can use. So this is how you actually change between the part one and this being part two. If you watch these two workshops together, it will be very clear for you. How do you go about changing and becoming that person who will achieve anything that you desire in life? Now, what's going to hold you back is your resistance. Number one, the resistance might sound like she doesn't know what she's talking about. I've tried before. It's never going to work. Maybe it's for other people, but I'm a busy mom. I'm a busy business owner. I'm a busy founder. It's not for me. I don't have time for it. I don't have the resources for it, which is absolute BS because I'm here giving all this information for free, right? So what's it going to take for your own resistance, for that negative voice nagging and in your head, telling you how this is not going to work, telling you how this is all a bunch of BS, right? Telling you about how, you know what, this is maybe for somebody else. I am good enough, right? Tell me again how you will overcome that negative voice in your head. Because many people come to me and they say, well, Leo, convince me that coaching is going to work. My reply to that is, coaching is definitely not going to work for you because the biggest thing that holds you back is you waiting for somebody to come and save you, is you waiting for somebody to come and convince you, is you waiting for somebody to come and demonstrate that this is going to work in advance, so then you know that, oh fine, I'm going to do it because it's guaranteed that it's going to work. Nobody gives any kind of guarantees when it comes to personal change and personal transformation. It is your own journey. The only thing that is going to work for you is you changing the perspective from, is this going to work? Is it guaranteed? Is it for me? Is it to, I don't care how much effort I need to put into this. This is going to work and this is the only way, right? This is the only way, whatever it takes. whatever it takes and how long it takes, I know that I can do it. Then this is guaranteed to transform your life, and you will wake up one day, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years from now, and you say, oh my God, I cannot believe the life that I live today. I cannot believe how far I've come. I cannot believe how many people I can transform and how much my own personal change affected the people around me, because it is in your hands. The framework I shared is the framework that I use for working with super uber successful people for a lot of money, but that's not the point. The point is that it's the exact same framework. And if you're ready to work with me one-on-one, get in touch, send me a comment, send me a comment here, send me a comment on social media, on Instagram, whatever you want. But if this is not something that you're serious about, no money in the world, no coach in the world, no mindset course in the world will help you transform. So again, why would you change, right? Why would you change? It is in your hands. And I wish I would have the power to come magically in your head and remove and remove the negative voice in your head, the saboteur. But the only person, the only master who can do that is yourself. And any coach in the world, any motivator in the world, any therapist in the world can only guide you. But ultimately, I wish that too. Yes, me too. I wish sometimes I myself would crack my head open and take that negative voice out. But that negative voice, it serves for a reason. So that negative voice often is there to protect us from different possible fears, possible failures. It serves a purpose, it serves a role. So the goal is really not to mute it and not to delete it, as I was just laughing just now, but the goal is really to learn and understand what its true message is and to learn to walk with it. Because generally, this fear, the fear of new, the fear of changing, the fear of putting in the work without being reassured that it's going to work, of losing time, of losing effort, is going to work, ups and downs, all that negative voice in your head is trying to protect us from failures, imaginary failures, right? So the way I see this negative voice, the objector that always, I'm not sure it's going to work. Is this even, who is she to talk like that? Do I have to believe it's going to work for me? So on and so forth. So the way I imagine this negative voice is, it's like an old, very old auntie of mine. So this very, very old lady who lived all her life in a tiny village. She never left her village in her life. And she doesn't know much about the external world. Yeah, she has a radio, she has a TV, she's seen it on the TV, but she's very afraid of what's out there, right? And this auntie, she's fearful and afraid of anything new just because she's never experienced nothing outside her little village. So that's how I personally view my own negative voice in my head. Is somebody who loves me, somebody who cares for me, but is so fearful, so fearful, so fearful. They're afraid of their own shadow. And this negative voice is imposing their fears on me as well. All right. So that's how I learned to hear my negative voice about me in my head, to hear but not to listen. Do you see the difference? So, how you can overcome your own resistance? Hear your negative voice in your head, but don't listen to it. Once you do that, once you make that switch, and it takes a second between listening, hearing, and listening, and hearing and living at that, live it at that. All right. So this is a very powerful framework that I'm sharing with you guys. And again, this is part two. Part one is on my YouTube. So for those on TikTok, go to my bio. The link is in my bio. Subscribe to my YouTube. You have already a massive library of lives, of trainings right there. And today actually is the first day where we have a fantastic, hopefully quality, much better quality broadcast. I hope this is amazing. For those on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to turn off now. Please subscribe if this brought you value in any way. Comment, share, subscribe. It means the world to me. Together, we'll reach 10 million people in 2022, help them shift their life and shift their mindset for a better future. YouTube, thank you so much. Please subscribe if this is something that you enjoyed. Share with someone you care for. Bye-bye. We will end